Hello everybody, welcome to one more video. My name is Max. Here's an update. So far all the videos I have been saying that I'm from server 147, and the new update is I am now a part of the server 133. So 147 and 133 had a merge and everybody has moved to the server 133, and we are all having a new experience as my alliance also merged, and now we are having a total power of 5.9 billion. Now let me tell you what is this video going to cover about. So this is a common problem that everybody faces in the game. This is called as food upkeep or the troop upkeep. Now what happens is anytime and every time that you're in the game, your food, as you can see, I've got 104.5 million food. The troops are going to eat away my food over and over again. As you can see, my food protected from troop upkeep is 7.4 million plus 14.8. That's an approximate of 22.1 or 22.2 million food. Now what happens is, as you have the troops in your keep, you can see they're going to eat away your food. Total upkeep over here is 3.1 billion. That means 3.1 million food per hour gets consumed. Now if you really want to find out what is the food that is getting consumed, you can actually by just tap on one of the buildings, go to the upgrade option, and you can see the food will be getting reduced. As you can observe here, it's dropping down. Now if you ever gather food from the world spot or anything, or if you have hit a player and plundered him for a lot of time, your troops are going to eat away your food. Now what is the best way to make your troop upkeep to zero? So one way is that if you lose your troops, or you can of course get the upkeep zeroed, but then you're losing your troops. So the other way to get your troop upkeep zero is by simply just reinforcing anybody around you. You just reinforce them. Now if you remember, my upkeep was 3.1 million per hour. After reinforcing the players around me, my troop upkeep has become 2 per hour. That is just 2 units of food per hour will be consumed. That is like nothing. Your buildings produce more than that, and this is the best way to make your food upkeep zero. Troop upkeep zero, I'm sorry. So what happens is, when your troops are basically not eating your food, and what is the right time to do this thing? Point number one is, you should do this thing when you're planning to upgrade in building. Like right now I'm planning to upgrade my rally spot. So as I'm going to open the food boxes, I check, I have opened all these boxes, and these are the resources that I need. So once I hit the upgrade button, now I don't need to worry about the upkeep because the food has been consumed. Now here is the thing, how do you also improve the upkeep, or have the least amount of food consumed? So before that, first let me recall all the troops, because the troops that are reinforcing others are also eating away their food, which is not a good thing. There you go. So all my troops are back. So now once again my food upkeep is going to be back to the number 3.1 million food per hour. That is a super huge consumption. Depending on what set of troops do you have, your consumption is on that. So if you want to find out what is your upkeep, you tap onto any of the buildings, you go to the train option, you tap onto the unit that you want to train, and you can see your upkeep is 5.76. that is per hour upkeep, and the number of troops that I have is 57,050. So this is a very huge number of troops, and that is going to have, you can do the maths and you'll know how much troops that you have is going to eat what sort of food. So if you reinforce somebody, you can reduce your upkeep, or you can even bring it to zero. Now this is one thing amazing that I'm going to share with you people. Let's say if you have 20 million food in your keep, as per my condition, like I have got a warehouse of level 27. If you have got 27 million food in your building, your, sorry, not 27, that's another huge math. I'll reduce it to, let's say, a figure of 10 million food. So if the food is 10 million, your troops will not eat your food. Your troops are eating your food because they enjoy doing that. They don't eat the food because they need it. Here's the difference, they don't do it because they need it, they do it because they enjoy. This is a way of game to keep you busy gathering food 24/7. And a lot of players, those who don't know about this, they just keep gathering. So as per my condition, My food protected from troop upkeep is 7.4 million plus 14.8 million. So the maths is 14 plus 7, that is 21. 22.5 22.2 million food is protected from the troop upkeep. So my food, if it is below 22.2 million, my food will not be consumed by the troops. But the resource protected in the warehouse is a different maths. This is the amount of resources that are protected from the enemy for plundering when you are unbubbled. So in case if I'm in the middle of a fight, I'm unbubbled, I don't have a truce, and somebody comes and hits me, he can take away the resources which is above this level. So that is 7.4 million plus 6.3. Do the total, it's 13.7 million. So anything above 13.7 million can be plundered by the enemy. So at this condition, I have got 2 million wood, 2 million ore, I've got 910,000 stone, I've got 350,000 food. So my resources cannot be plundered if I get hit. Yes, if I'm unbubbled, my troops will die, which is a big problem. That is something again you need to be worried about. It is not about getting the food or resources saved, it is about saving your troops. That is more important, but that is just one thing. Coming back, how to also improve your troop upkeep. Now in the researches, there are few research that you can do that will help you to save your upkeep. So one of them is advanced silo, that says protects the resource from being consumed. So if some troops are there or too many troops are there, with the help of this research you can protect your resources from being consumed up to a good level. That is, of course, resources is in the sense food. This is one thing. Going into the defense research, I'll come to the advanced stockpile later. Going to the defense research, there is cooking, which reduces troop upkeep. So whatever troop upkeep I have, it gets reduced into a percentage. So I can actually show you. So far my troop upkeep was 3.1 million. I'm just going to spend 1000 gems, or can I just simply spend some speed ups? And yeah, I think I can do that. Give me a second, I'll have to just assign a general to do the research. So here one more important thing, if you assign a general to do your research, your research is also done faster. Like I have got Martinez, that's a medium duty, so that reduces the time. Of course I'll cover this in a separate video for you all, not a problem. Let's do the research advance. Let's do the research cooking. So cooking is going to take 8 hours 37 minutes. I can finish that. Done. Press the help button so that people, if they help, I can reduce my time, making it 8 hours 30 minutes. And if nobody's pressing help, another 10 minutes, and done. Now let's see what is my upkeep. Here, troop details, upkeep got reduced to 3 million. So depending on the amount of research, also you can reduce your upkeep. There is one more research which is advanced stockpile, increases resource protection capacity in the warehouse. So if you remember, that was 13.2 million or 13.7. Yes, it was 13.7 million. So I'm going to do this research. It's a 30 minutes research. I'm going to press the help. Let's see if somebody helps. Yes, somebody just pressed help, and you can check now. It is 7.4 plus 6.4. Do the maths, it is 13.8. You see, that's the difference I was talking about. So it was previously 13.6 something. My maths is very poor, but now it is 13. Oh no, it's not 13. Yeah, it is 13.8. 7 plus 6 is 13, and 4 plus 4. Yes, it is 13.8. So as and when you keep doing the research, your resource protection improves. Now that is very important for everybody. You can also see food protected from upkeep has been improved. Previously it was 22.2, now it is still 22.2. I'm sorry, my bad. I get super excited. There's one more way to improve your food protected from upkeep, is by assigning a general on duty at your warehouse. You can assign a general on duty over here, and now you can see the food protected from upkeep That's 7.4 plus 19.2. It is 16.6, 26.6 million. Please pardon me for my maths. I keep doing it in a different way, so I do a lot of mistakes, but then the final answer is most of the times correct. So 26.6 million food gets protected when you put up a general on duty. So once again, the ways to reduce your upkeep is you can make it zero by reinforcing the players around you. You can reduce the upkeep by researching, by going into the defense. There is cooking. There is also another research called as advanced cooking, which reduces the troop upkeep. So there are two of these researches that you can do, and it will reduce your troop upkeep to a huge level. Now for a player of my level, I can just send out 5 marches to reinforce players, and that will save all the food that I have from the upkeep. But for a player of very higher level who happens to hold 8 million troops or 9 million troops, he or she is compelled to use a march buff to send out troops, which is going to be wasting the march buff if you're going to do this technique to save your food. But then if you are still able to send out 6 marches to reinforce other players, and then if you do your opening of boxes, of course your troop upkeep is going to be less because less number of troops are left in your base, and that way your upkeep will be reduced to a very low number. Remember, the players that you're going to reinforce to reduce your troop upkeep, they should not have their food boxes open, because if they do, they are going to lose their food as well. So they will have a huge issue if they don't know if they have kept the boxes open by any reason, or if they're planning to do the same thing. And if you reinforce them, they are going to be having a troop upkeep increased. Let me see if I can just try something. Okay, so I've asked if somebody can send me reinforcement. By the time they send me reinforcement, I will remember the point that I need to show you how the reinforcements also affect your upkeep. So depending on the type of the troops that come to you as reinforcement, your upkeep is going to change. But anyways, if you want to revise once again, you can send your troops as reinforcements to others to reduce your upkeep, and that is one way. The other is by doing the research. You can also do the advancement research for protecting the food from getting consumed, so this improves the amount of food from getting consumed. You can also increase the level of this by assigning a general on the warehouse. That is one thing, and again the level of warehouse that you have protects the resource of that level. So if you read, this is the amount of resource that gets protected from getting plundered. So if your level is 30, you can protect 25 million of each. Right now it is 7.4 million. As and when you keep upgrading, you have the benefits. At level 35 it is 80 million resources of each getting protected. That is a very huge number, but again, reaching the level 35 is a huge task. I mean, it is not about spending the money or doing something great. It is about understanding the importance of how you can do and what. My guys are asking what is the plan. uh, okay, so I'll get some reinforcements now, hopefully. Anyways, by the time I get reinforcements, you can also reduce the troop upkeep, as I said before, by going to the defense category. There is a research that you can do, which is cooking and advanced cooking, that reduces your troop upkeep. Now why do you need this is, in case if somebody is reinforcing you, like I am asking for reinforcement from my alliance or from my friends, as and when I get reinforcements from them, if my troop upkeep is zeroed or if my troop upkeep is protected, the resources won't be consumed by my troops. Anyways, I haven't got any reinforcements coming in, so I'm going to wait for a while. In case if they do, it's going to be great. So these are the ways that you can reduce your troop upkeep. always remember that if you're planning to reduce your troop upkeep by sending out reinforcement to other players, make sure that they are online, make sure that they are aware what you're doing. Most importantly, make sure that they are bubbled, because if you send out your troops to reinforce somebody and if he or she is unbubbled and if they get hit, you will be losing your troops. Your troops will get wounded. If your hospital is full, your troops will get killed. So it's like, rather than you trying to save your food, you're going to be wasting rest of your resources to heal the troops. So don't let that happen. No reinforcements coming in yet. Seems like the alliance is a bit occupied in the other things. So guys, this is a bit of how you can work on your troop upkeep and all the other things that are related to that. The right time or the best time when you need this thing is after you're done plundering an enemy player and you need to save your food or save your resources from getting consumed. The right time to reinforce is at that moment, that once you have plundered a player, you've got too many resources, you come back to your hive, you hit somebody, you kill somebody, you come back to your hive, and then you reinforce your alliance members so that your food upkeep gets reduced or maybe becomes zero. So with this I conclude the video. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask. My name is Max Drill. You can find me on the server 133. This is my name. You don't even need to find me if you want to connect with me. Just type my name into the mail option. You go here, get into the new mail, you type my name right here, and you can just write question, queries, or whatever you want to ask. I will answer your doubts and all. You can just send me a mail. You can also add me friends. I really appreciate people asking questions. I give them the answers and try to give them best possible knowledge up to my level. No reinforcements any which ways. So guys, I'll be concluding this video. Once again, thank you so much for joining in, making this video very important for me. If you have any more questions, please go ahead, ask me. With this I sign out. Your friend Max. Thank you.